Hey, what's going on, everybody? Todd here with Zilla Fantasy Elite. I do want to give an update. There's been people that have reached out regarding the adjusted line play report. I did have to remind them that I have to wait until week one to get the data that goes into the adjusted line play report. So starting in week two, it would come out. Normally, I got the information from this from a company called Football Outsiders. But as you can see here on the page, footballoutsiders.com, the site cannot be reached. Doing a little Google search, it sounds like a company, the parent company who bought this, took it over from Aaron Schatz a while ago and kind of ran it into the ground, which is unfortunate. And as of September 1st, the website is no longer functional. So I was kind of in a panic in terms of where I could get some of the adjusted line play metrics that go into the actual report. I did find that Aaron Schatz headed over to FTN Fantasy. He does have his DVOA stuff up over here. Now, DVOA was only one little part of the adjusted line play report. I don't know if I'm going to get the adjusted sack rates and all that I use to rank on here. They're not currently within any of this offensive and defensive DVOA stuff, so that remains to be seen. I was told on Twitter that they would be coming out with all of that stuff in due time. It sounded like within the next week or two, so I'm not entirely sure if that's true. If so, I will start putting out those adjusted line play reports following that, but it will be a little bit before I can give you a full rundown on the report. I might put one out this Saturday with a bunch of gaps in there just using this DVOA stuff. And unfortunately, Football Outsiders, you get access all of that stuff for free. I do have to pay for these ones in the plus, which is the offensive and defensive DVOA aspects. Team DVOA was not something that I used prior to that, although it does have the offensive DVOA rank in here for free, which it did not last night when I signed up for this. But the offensive pass and offensive rush rank is kind of what I was looking for, and didn't really have that as of yesterday for the free one. So you have to go into these offensive and defensive DVOAs to get the pass and rush DVOA ranks. I won't have any of the adjusted line play metrics in terms of how good the offensive line is at run blocking, how good it is at pass blocking. As of right now, anyway, come Saturday, hopefully they have some of this information up. I already see some of this has changed since last night. They didn't have this in here where you could specifically go in there. It was just DVOA homepage, playoff odds. So they're working on it. They said they're diligently working in the background to get all that information for DVOA onto this website. I don't know if that includes the offensive line play metrics where it's the run blocking and pass blocking versus just the DVOA metrics. But I wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. Football Outsiders, where I was getting that information for the last 3 or 4 years doing this report, no longer available. I have to wait for FTN to upload it, hopefully, in order to get that full report out, which is a little unfortunate because I like that information. I was building out a machine learning model as well to input all of these adjusted line play metrics as well as some weather data and some of the Vegas lines in terms of trying to spit out team passing yards, pass attempts, pass completions, passing touchdowns, times that they get sacked, interceptions, rush attempts, rush yards, rush touchdowns, and the score for the team. And it was doing pretty well. A lot of these, it was, correctly, a lot of these weeks, it was correctly guessing 22 of the 32 teams, if you want to put it that way. Sometimes, it would have a tie in terms of it's projecting two people to score 20. And, one of them's going to be right, one of them's going to be wrong in terms of the outcome is how that kind of goes. So if you think it it was getting all but like 3 or 4 of the games correct in terms of point output in the matchup. So that will have to be put on hold as well until we get further confirmation that FTN Fantasy can provide the values that I am looking for the adjusted line play report. Just wanted to put this out for you, so you're not wondering what the heck's going on if something comes out or nothing comes out on Saturday this week for week 2. Regardless, I think I'll put out something just using these DVOA pass ranks and rush ranks. That does seem to be pretty good as well. It's not going to be the whole picture, but it is roughly half the picture of the line play metrics. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Sorry I can't get that stuff out to you already in week 2. I like to tweet out all of those matchups, but I'm not going to be able to do that until these come up, if they do at all. So thank you. Bye.